oviparous animal that lay eggs hatch them after the incubation period. In a male bird, the two testes are located inside the body, unlike in the viviparous animals that you see the penis. A narrow tube connects them to the cloaca, in which the tube ends in a small raised papilla. In the female, only the left ovary is functioning. The single ovary produces ova in capsules attached to the ovary by short stalks. The ovary also produces the yolk. The infibulum receives the yolk released by the ovary. Then abdomen and chalaza, which hold the yolk and germ cell in position, are formed in the magnum. The two shell membranes and the shape of the egg are formed in the isthmus. The egg shell is finally formed in the uterus, after which the egg is laid through the cloaca. Fertilization of the egg can take place as soon as the egg enters the oviduct when spermatozoa are present. Fertilization occurs before the formation of the albumen. The functions of the reproductive system now. It ensures the continuity of species by gametes for motion, coitus, mating, or servicing. So, reproductive system ensures continuation of species by gamete formation, by coitus, by mating, or servicing. Then also, reproductive system ensures the formation of eggs and spermatozoa, that's the sperm cells. Then it also ensures the production of reproductive hormones. Now, I'll be talking about some terms. It's related to reproduction and mating. So you should get yourself familiar with them and the details of it. First in that category is the Austrian Cycle. The Austrian Cycle is the interval from one end of each period to the beginning of another. It is also the period of it or ostios before mating. It is followed by a long period in which the female animals will not show desire to mate. So the interval between the end of one heat period to the beginning of another is the Austrian Cycle. During the heat period, the female animal shows desire to mate with a female. The female animal is the one that is on it, so it shows the desire to mate with a male animal. But after this period is over, the female animal does not want to mate with any animal again. Then this activity, this cycle, is under the influence of the hormone called the estrogen. That's why we call it the Austrian Cycle. And this Austrian Cycle varies among animals, among farm animals. In cow, it is between 20 to 21 days. In ewe, it is 17 to 21 days. In sow, it is 14 to 28 days. In doe, the doe, that's for goats now, is between 17 to 21 days. But in doe of rabbits, that's the female of rabbits, it is spontaneous. Reasons for ostrich detection in farm animals. The reasons why it is necessary for you as a farmer to detect the ostrich cycle in your animals. First, it enables you to know when best the animals can be serviced. That is, when best you can introduce a male animal to come and mate your farm animal. Then another thing is that it enables the farmer to properly manage the animals. Then it also helps the farmer to start preparation for the impending pregnancy. Since you know that, okay, your animal is on it, it desires to mate with male, you bring in the male, then you start thinking, okay, the animal will get pregnant, so you start to prepare for the pregnancy of the animal. So you prepare everything that will make life comfortable for your animal, at least that will eventually make life comfortable for you too as a farmer. Then the next term I'll be defining is the heat period. The heat period is the time when the female animal shows signs of its readiness to mate with the male animal. It is the period of sexual receptivity in the female animal when the ovum or the eggs are released. It is the period when ovulation takes place. It occurs within the ostrich cycle and is controlled by estrogen. Heat period also varies from one animal to the other. In cow, it is 5 to 24 hours. In ewe, it is 35 to 36 hours. In sow, it is 40 to 48 hours. In doe of goat, it is 40 to 50 hours. What are the signs of it in farm animals? 1. The vulva becomes large, red, and swollen. Then there is an undue noise making or grunting that the female animals show. Then there is a clear viscous secretion that comes out from the vagina, and this viscous liquid arouses and excites the male animal. When it says, oh, this animal is ready for mating, then the female animal that's on it now becomes restless, just up and down. Then it shows tendency to be ridden or mounted by the male animal. There is also the loss of appetite in the female animal. The animal has abnormal high body temperature. Then the animal urinates frequently. The animal stands still to be mounted. Then there is frequent shaking of the tail, as we have in the goat. So these are the signs of it in the farm animal. The next term I'll be defining is mating. Mating is also called coitus or copulation. This is the act in which the penis of the male is inserted into the vagina of the female, leading to the ejaculation of the spermatozoa, which may lead to fertilization. This is necessary before farm animals can reproduce sexually. If there is no mating, then don't expect any pregnancy from your female animal. Then the penis must be erect before mating can occur. So once the female animal is ready, the male animal also has to be ready before mating can occur. And the readiness of the male animal will be seen in the erection of the penis. Then mating takes place when the male animal mounts the female animal for sexual copulation. Then it leads to the occurrence of ejaculation of semen. That is, there will be ejaculation in the male. There will be semen that contains sperms, which is deposited in the vagina. So it is this semen that contains sperm that goes to fertilize the egg in the female animal. Then it leads to fertilization and pregnancy. Types of mating. We have two types of mating: the natural and the artificial mating. In the natural mating, this occurs when the male, after identifying a female that is on it by the signs that I mentioned earlier, especially the restlessness, the swelling of the vulva, the secretion of the clear viscous liquid. So when the male animal just notices this sign that this male animal is on it, then the male goes after it. And we have various types of natural mating. We have flock mating. This is a situation where both male animals and female animals are allowed to move freely. So male and female, they are all together. That's flock mating. Pen mating is a situation whereby there are very few number of males that are kept together with limited number of females, so that they can mate any time the female is on its period. E.g., this pen mating, we have 4 males together with 12 females, so they are ready. Once the female animal shows signs of it, the male animals just go to mate with them. Then the third kind of natural mating is the stud or the hand mating. In this case, the males are kept separately to be mated with individual female when on its period. So once that is over, the male is taken away. That is what's called hand mating or stud mating. Then the second type of the mating is the artificial mating. It is also called artificial insemination. This involves the act of injecting spermatozoa artificially into the vagina of the female animal that is on its period. In this method, the male animal is not present. It's just spermatozoa that you bring to inject into the vagina of the female animal that is on it. The sperms are collected from a male animal with desirable characters. Oh, I like this animal, I like the color of the skin, I like the size, I like this and that trait in the animal. So you collect semen from the male animal. Then the spermatozoa are stored at 196 degrees Celsius under liquid nitrogen until the time that you use it. So then you bring it, you insert it into the vagina of the female animal that is on it. What advantages does this artificial insemination have? Number one, it is cheaper to import sperms or semen of the animal than importing the male animals themselves. You know, you just put the semen in a container, that's all, rather than bringing the whole male animal. Then sperms collected can be used to fertilize many females of various sizes. So that's another advantage. You can bring sperm and fertilize a lot of females. Then it is more economical, as it reduces the cost of feeding and managing the male animal. You know, when you bring in the male animal, you have to feed it, you have to look after it, do veterinary service and the relies. But when you just bring the semen, you just keep the semen under the 190 degrees Celsius in nitrogen, and that's just all. So it is economical. Then the sperms can be used over a long period of time. Even after the death of the male animal, you keep on using the sperm. So those are the advantages of artificial insemination. Now the next reproductive term that we'll be discussing is the gestation period. The gestation period is the period between the fertilization of an ovum to the birth of the young one. So it is the period between conception and delivery, so to say, conception and the birth of the new one, or we call it the period of pregnancy. That is called gestation period. It's the same as the period of pregnancy. It is the female animals do not normally experience its period during the gestation period. Then this gestation period is under the control of hormone called progesterone, the pregnancy hormone. Its high secretion prevents further ovulation during pregnancy, and it maintains the pregnancy. It is a period of welling of the abdomen, of swelling. The abdomen swells, and the udder, that's the breast part, also swells too. There is a period of increase in live weight. The animal, of course, will increase in weight because there is another animal inside it. So